Greece has undergone a remarkable transformation in its energy system over the last 2 decades. If you look at our emissions, if that's where we want to start, we've had an almost 50% reduction in emissions since 2005, which is the peak year, about 33% relative to 1990, which is the baseline year for EU calculations. Some of that was driven by the economic contraction that obviously Greece went through, but the primary driver of decarbonization in the country has been the phasing out of lignite. If you go back 20 years, almost 40% of our emissions in Greece were generated from lignite. Even 2 years ago, after we've gone through a remarkable decline in lignite, 2 years ago, in 2023, the emissions from lignite equaled the emissions from all the cars in Greece. So getting out of lignite has been a remarkable project for us. We are almost there. We've had a 93% reduction in generation from lignite since 2005. But one of the things that we have discovered is that this is not primarily driven by environmental concerns, although those are certainly there. It's driven by economics. We are blessed with an incredible sun, which you can just step out and feel on your skin. We are blessed with incredible wind, which these days is not blowing quite as much as we would like it to, but it usually is. We are number 3 in the world in terms of the penetration of solar. We are number 9 in the world in the penetration of wind. And one of the things that is remarkable is that when this government took office in 2019, we were a massive net importer of electricity. We were one of the largest net importers of electricity in all of Europe. If you fast forward to the present, we are not only a net electricity exporter, but we're actually one of the largest net electricity exporters in all of Europe. If you look at the math so far this year, it's France, Sweden, Netherlands, Spain, Greece. We're the 5th largest net exporter of electricity in all of Europe. So we believe that the world is turning to resources that we have in abundance, and that creates a huge opportunity for us. What are the priorities? In terms of decarbonizing the electricity sector, continuing with phasing out lignite, connecting our islands, which still run on oil, and that's a huge chunk of the decarbonization agenda over the next 6-7 years. We're also decarbonizing our industrial sector. We have secured almost €1 billion from various European funds for setting up a carbon capture and storage value chain, primarily aimed at refineries and the cement industry. And we also see, of course, growing move towards electrification of transportation. Buildings are an important element. It's not a very cold country, so buildings are not a huge source of emissions, but we've also made a historic investment in renovations as a result of the RRF funding that was available to us.